Alright, welcome to the Thursday tips. Today we're going to talk about supplements, and we're going to talk about the top 4 supplements. Why these 4? Because these have the most research on them. They have the most research papers, they have the most tests, and here you can say with quite a lot of security they do something and they have little side effects. So what are they? They are number 1, carbs, number 2, creatine, number 3, protein, and number 4, caffeine. And they have different tasks in your supplementation or in your nutrition, okay? And they can be basically differentiated by the time. The time when do you take them? Pre-workout or post-workout? Alright. We're gonna go and talk about each of these supplements, but before we do this, like one thing that needs to be said is these will never substitute a good nutrition, okay? A holistic good nutrition, which is with good food, with good sources of carbs, good source of protein. They are when you come to a point where you train a lot and you wanna supplement, all right? Good. Then we're gonna talk about it. Why is carbs number 1? Carbs is number 1 because in the end, in the sport of CrossFit, what is the most important thing in the sport of CrossFit? And that's Metcons. And Metcons, they work on glycogen, right? We are in a very glycogen heavy sport. Compared, for example, a marathon runner, this is a different energy source, it's not so glycogen heavy. Where does glycogen come from? It comes from carbs, all right? So, carbs, the best time for you to take carbs is, or to make it simple is, take it post-workout, alright? You have worked out, you have trained, your body has used the glycogen storages are depleted, so you need to refuel, okay? It's basically like taking a long drive with your car, at some point you will need to refill gasoline. This is carbs for you post-workout. Then, creatine. Creatine is researched a ton, alright? And it's very easy. Take monohydrate creatine, okay? None of that more expensive, whatever, hydrolyzed, capsulated, whatever, okay? Monohydrate creatine, 5 grams a day, all day. You don't cycle on, you don't cycle off. Some people say you do, but in the end, the research body says you can take continuously 5 grams a day, and it doesn't matter what time, okay? It can be pre-workout, it can be post-workout, you can do it before you go to bed, you can do it in the morning, but it is a good supplement for you to support recovery and muscle growth. And even after that only comes protein, okay? So here we have protein. We have 2 types of protein, a whey, which is basically the race car, and then you have casein, which is more like the diesel, that is slow releasing and that is super fast releasing, okay? So protein, take it, especially whey, take it after you're working out together with your carbs, alright? These should always go hand in hand, because if you take carbs at the same time with your protein, it helps the body to digest the protein. Otherwise, you cannot utilize it to the best of your body's ability. When we talk about casein, that is more something that you can take before or you can take it in the night, okay? It's a slow releasing, it's dripping, so it will drip, 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 drip and give you a little bit of protein. So you have for a long time always a little bit of protein. And then caffeine, basically what a caffeine is, it's a performance enhancer, okay? These days we just drink it like water, but actually caffeine is a performance enhancer. Everybody knows this. You drink a cup of coffee, you get the caffeine flash and you are awake, you're ready to go. That's why try to deal with caffeine more in the sense of that is a supplement, right? That is a pre-workout supplement. If you are sensitive enough to caffeine, which means you on a regular basis drink less caffeine, you don't need a pre-workout or whatever. If you're sensitive enough to caffeine, it's like 1 big cup of coffee before your workout and you're good, you're good to go, right? You're on. Alright, basically that is a very simplified overview for you about supplements, okay? Basically this should guide you. Where is it worth spending your money and where is it probably not worth spending your money, and what will give you some effect and what is safe to take. Right? We have 4. I think it's rather easy. You have these 4. Spend your money on that. Spend it on carbs, spend it on creatine, spend it on protein, and spend it on caffeine. All right? And with that, 90% of all CrossFitters should be good. Maybe not the ones that are going to the games. If you're going to the games, then we can talk, or we do another video on talking about elite level supplementation. All right, that's it. Have fun with this.